support about. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming. As you know that the reason why we are doing this is because I think first of all it's good. Thanks Roger to share about whatever failure. You know, like what Roger say, it's very common people talk about their successful story. And I personally I feel that when you're successful, whatever you say is right. Okay. But how true is that? So this is why for you guys to equip. Of course, at the same time that why we want to talk about grant, China market, all these things, because either you like it or not, right now the most early recovered country is China, not any other country. And we can't ignore this market. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover some grant available for overseas expansion. As you know, there's a lot of grant available. So I'm not going to touch for everything. Let's talk about something that you can start with a baby step. So this is what it's about, okay? All right, so there are 3 types of grant available that I would like to share you guys. We call market readiness assistance with MRA grant. So as you can see from the slide as well, it comes with a short form like OMP, stand for Overseas Marketing Promotion that cap 20,000, OBD, Overseas Business Development cap at 50,000, and OMS, that Overseas Market Setup cap at 30,000. So all these things about support up to 70% or at the cap of all these things you can see. And if you know, upcoming budget, there are also some changes on that. For the latest grant available, I believe that by April, it will be very good for you guys to know that we are invited ASMEs, business consultant to share the latest grant. So let's stick with what we have right now. So what I'm going to share will be very much into this overseas business development grant. So first of all, this is what we are very specialized in, and this is what we are very strong at. As you can see that when you look at my China team itself, right, we are very much into a southern coastal area like Fujian, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou. And business matching is one of something that you should look at. As you know that, just now I hear from Mr. Roger Koh, you know that if you want to do it yourself in China, it can be very challenging because China very much believe in local partners. So work with your local partners, that will be much more easier. So this is what we are talking about, having a business matching that will help you guys to find proper business partner. It can be those who can help you set up business, distributor, partners, or those who are going to help to franchise or licensing. So this is something you can look at. And of course, another is in-market business development that also engage third-party vendor. Doesn't must be us. It can be like us as well. That outsource your business development team to us. So our man on the ground will go over to meet those people that you want to meet on your company behalf. So this can be up to 12 months as well. This is something I will share, something very clear cut. And if you have any question, please shoot now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Warranty. Let's give him a hand. So
the grant is 100%.
Cap at 70%. So if you're going to invest 100,000, that means you get 70% from there. But if you can see the cap itself right over here. So as you can see over here, this is the overseas market promotion or business development or overseas market setup. All these are very different. You see, of course, for any more detail later, we can share you under the website of the EDG. You can look on that. That'll be easy because there's a lot of grant. But I always feel that when you have too many grants, for those people who are beginner, who are not familiar with the grant, you may get lost, right? Because too many grants, you don't know what can you leverage. So the most, I feel the most easy for you to step in one for overseas market is always about business matching, because we all know that when you go overseas, we need to find local partners. All right. So there's a grant that you can look at that I myself also use it just to share with you, when we go to other market as well. So at that time it's about 20,000, cap at 20,000 or 70%. Meaning that, just to share, meaning that if you want to maximize your 20,000 grant, that means that your investment will be about 28,500. Because 28,500 you times 0.7. All right. So that is the amount. So the rest, of course, you got to pay by yourself. This is very much based on submission. Meaning that first of all, you got to get a vendor that that can do on your behalf to do business matching. All right. So he or himself need to give you a quotation and profile, all those kind of things, because you got to submit all these things to get approval first. Once you get approval, then this is where you start to proceed about your business activities. And once everything finished, right, you got to submit the documentation, all these things. It can be quite a hassle, just to share with you. But of course, we do have our business support to help, because this is nothing new to us. All right. Any more questions?
Any more questions for those online and on site? Feel free to ask, take opportunity of Mr. Roger Ko and Mr. Warren Tay to ask them any questions you might have.
Also can see from here, easier. If you all have anything want to share, you can share with us. And early on, Felix also share you about the what you call the loser group. Okay, so this is our WeChat. This is our Facebook. So what we want to do is we want something that let people know that what is the truth. So I welcome you guys to join the group, the Facebook itself, and you have anything you can share from time to time. Every month, in fact, we'll do business sharing very much into how you run business, what can you look at, then we want to expand overseas, what is something you can look at, all those kind of things. So we will always do this on monthly basis to let you guys know. So please stay tuned and let us know. If you have any suggestion, also open for discussion, all right? That's all for me. Any more question? Or for Mr. Roger?
Yeah, any question for Mr. Roger Ko?
What are so normally the grant is you pay the expenses upfront and you claim, right?
Yes.
From your experience, what are the potential issues for not getting the grant after the expenses is made?
Usually because of the supporting document. You see, it can be a delay of supporting document. And as you know that, for example, a good example, we talk about China right now, right? So their 发票 is in Chinese. You don't expect a government officer to understand the Chinese. Okay, so sometimes you gotta do extra work, maybe you gotta do some translation saying, okay, this is for what, yeah, those kind of things. So a lot of times is because of the supporting document, because it's already pre-approved. All right, so as long as you do a proper job, recording, like for example, right now we talk about the MRA grant for business matching, because now we cannot travel to China or any other country, so we can only do online. All right, so online you still gotta do your due diligence. First of all is, for example, maybe if you're going to meet somebody, this potential partner for meeting, you gotta do a screenshot of that. You got to get this party to produce a business card and of course the company profile to ensure this is genuine. You see, so it's always about paperwork, and this can be quite a headache, when you share all these things, because we do not want after the officer suspect that you're trying to do something funny. You see, so all this equipment, proper thing, it got to be done proper. So as long as it's genuine, everything is okay. Usually, I don't see much reason. So far we are okay with that. Yeah.
Mm. Good. Thank you.
And you need external auditor to certify.
Yeah. So external auditor itself, right, is they assign. So they are the one who assign. So we did not worry about, and they also give allowance for that. If I'm not mistaken, my time is 500. That means they pay this as an auditor, pre-approved auditor. So we don't need to worry about, getting other auditor that after they not approved or whatever it is. That is okay nowadays. Yeah. Over time, things change, so it become more improved. So they also don't want, put it this way, if they already approve you the grant, they also already honor that, they will do something for it. So the most important is your paperwork, documenting all those kind of things.
This is administered by Enterprise Singapore.
Yes, exactly. So what we do is we do talk to the officer a lot, because we also do not want our client having problem in terms of paperwork or process, all those kind of things. So we always also seek for their advice, because from time to time things may change, and sometimes it may not able to update so on time, or sometimes we overlook. You know that we are all running business, so sometimes we may overlook certain things. So we got to stay very closely with the officer to know what's going on. You see, but in the nutshell, I will say that the government is really encourage business people to get out of to expand their business overseas. That is for sure. If not, they will not get you pre-approved grant. Am I right to say that? So don't just listen to somebody say, it's very hard to claim whatever it is. Of course it's not easy to claim, but the thing is, if you are doing your proper job, all these things, I don't see much reason.
So the best is whatever you plan to do is worth 100,000. Then 70,000 is kind of extra.
Yeah, you gotta see the cap. Yes, so you gotta see a cap over here, you know, 20,000, 50,000. They do segment all these things already. All right, so depend on what you do. Like for example, some is maybe virtual trade show, all those kind of things, you know. So this is really depend on your trade. But I will say that when I talk about the getting a local partners, all this is something that common understand, common sense. So at least you got to have a local partner. That will be easy for you guys to go into venture into overseas.